our first line, we've got J-Ray, Dean, Fergie, Hayden, Colton, and Robbie. Boys are amped up, ready to get this started. J-Ray with face-off, and the face-off win drops back over. Colton picks it up, sends it up, down, and sends it over to J-Ray, intercepted by Arapahoe. They pick it up, they clear it out of their zone, bring it into ours. Colton does a little bit of a reverse pass over to Hayden. Hayden trying to clear it out, gets intercepted by Arapahoe. Hook check by Colton, gets it over to Fergie. Fergie clears it out, gets it up to J-Ray. J-Ray driving in, he's got Dean with him. Pass over to Dean, but intercepted by Arapahoe. Sent back behind Arapahoe's net. Picked up by Arapahoe, they bring it out. Colton with a nice little squeeze. Puts the guy down on his booty. And another nice little pressure from J-Ray. J-Ray trying to pop it out. Gets it back to Dean. Dean holds on to it. Flips it up to Fergie. Fergie has it. Fergie coming through. He's got 4 guys out on poke check. Picked up by Arapahoe. Riker's out with some nice poke checking. Picks it up. He's got Grayson with him. And an offside call. All right, so it looks like we got Parker, Aiden, Mikey, Grayson, and Riker. I said that. I think I got everybody. Riker with face-off. Arapahoe with face-off win, drops it back to their D. They pass back and forth. Mike chasing after it, sends it all down. Gets it to Hayden and Parker. Parker picks it up, takes it back behind Robbie. Sends it up over the boards. Riker gets it. It's flipped up into the air, back to Parker. Parker drops it down. Sorry, we could not see this near corner. Grayson clears it out, gets it out, trying to get it over to Mikey, and that is an offside call on Arapahoe. Riker with the face-off. Arapahoe picks it up, does a D-to-D pass. Mike chasing after it, up against the boards. They send it deep into the zone. Pass it over to Aiden. And the puck is trying to get clear. Riker picks it up, drops it to Mikey. Mikey sends it up over to Grayson. Up against the boards. Puck goes deep into Arapahoe's zone, goes back behind. Full line change. We got Brock out here with Eli, Cam, Colton, and Ian. Arapahoe from the point, trying to make a pass, stopped by Ian. Colton picks it up. Arapahoe does a little bit of an interception on the pass from Colton. Back up to their D, up into the netting. Brock with face-off. Ian and Cam off to his left. Eli, Colton to his right. Puck still here in Rebel zone. Eli trying to clear it out. Picked up by Arapahoe. Colton pushes it off to the side. Puck's kind of left there. Blocked in front by Colton. Another shot gets pushed off to the side. Ian trying to clear it out. Arapahoe stops it. Picked up by Cam. Cam gets poke checked, still gets cleared out, and the puck goes down, picked up by Arapahoe's D. Another D-to-D pass, Hayden out for Cameron, and offside call. All right, we're back with Fergie, J-Ray, Dean, Parker, and Hayden. J-Ray with the face-off. Kind of a stalemate on that face-off win, but Hayden flips it into Arapahoe's zone. J-Ray and Fergie chasing after it. Pops out of the zone, goes into neutral territory. Poke checked by Hayden. Gets pushed over into the corner. I can't see what's happening, but it's a battle, I'm sure. Back up to Arapahoe's D. Shot stopped by Robbie and his blocker. Arapahoe tries to make a deep pass, but lovely Dean intercepts it, but we do have an icing call. All right, so we got Riker, Cam, Aiden, Grayson, and Mikey. Riker with face-off. Arapahoe has possession up to their D. Shot goes high and to the right. Aiden chasing after Arapahoe. Goes back up to the D. Another shot deflected. Another movement of the puck towards Robbie, but he pushes it off to the side. Got some things happening here in the corner. No whistles. Aiden, Mikey, and Cam waiting. Puck goes back around, picked up by Cam. Cam sends it back around, trying to get it up to Grayson. Gets up. Grayson, way high shot. Not even really a shot, but dumps the puck way and high, back to their D. Back over. Aiden clears it, gets it up against the boards, back to their D. D sending it around. Come on. We're going in that corner where I can't see. All right, puck gets popped out. Grayson's chasing after it. Picked up by Arapahoe. Grayson's coming in, giving some pressure. Arapahoe dekes around. Riker's coming in. Some poke checking, picked up by Grayson again. Still in, popped out. Parker's out with Colton on D. Parker picks up the puck, does a pass over to Colton. Colton picks it up, passes back to Parker. Parker up to Eli. Eli sends it up. Ian comes in, back over to Brock. Puck goes into our zone. Colton chasing after it. Sends it up over around the boards. They are going after Ian for some reason. Eli's able, tried to clear it out, but just didn't get across the line enough. Okay. Puck is cleared out. We're back into neutral territory. Brock chasing after it. Eli. Brock picks it up. Brock has it. Shot! Still loose. Another shot by Eli. Sorry. Another shot. Oh, no! Curse! We got J. Ray, Fergie, and Dean. Cam and Hayden on D. Puck goes back. Stopped. I don't know what happened. Nobody was stopped. All right. Arapahoe D to D pass goes a little bit squirrely. Dean chasing in. Gets dumped deep in. Trying to make a pass in front. Arapahoe picks it up. Picked up by J. Ray. J. Ray gets poke checked. A little bit of hitting from Cam. And we're going to have icing. Darn it. I don't think he meant to go that hard on that. All right, J. Ray taking the face off again. He's got Hayden and Dean to his left, Cam behind him, Fergie to his right. And on your screen, it'd be reversed. All right, Fergie with the J. Ray with the face off, trying to get it to Fergie. Gets intercepted. Arapahoe picks it up, makes a shot, goes a little bit to Robbie's left, goes back behind the net. I think my son is just there to play, let's hit how many kids we can hit. I don't know. He's loving it. I'm loving it. It's great. Shot towards, cleared by Cam, back over to Dean. Dean getting it to Fergie, intercepted. Oh, that was not offside. Shot towards Robbie. Hayden blocks it. Hayden trying to clear it out, picked up by Arapahoe's D. Dean grabs it, sends it around the boards, trying to get it up over to Fergie, but picked up by Arapahoe instead. Goes back into the corner that we can't see. Trying to get it in front of the net. J. Ray stops it. J. Ray gets it over to Dean. Dean holds on to it. Dean's like, all right, I'm not going to pass this one because they're intercepting our passes. Puck is out. Riker comes on. Mike's there. Grayson's there. Aiden's there. Parker's there. Puck goes back behind the net. Arapahoe holds on to it. Pressure from Riker. Arapahoe clears it, sends it across. Picked up by Parker. They're waving off icing. Parker's checking over her shoulder, making sure nobody's coming. Parker gets it to Grayson. Grayson trying to clear it out. Back to Parker. Parker back to Riker. Riker holding on to it, getting in, making a shot that goes to the right of the goal. Back over to Grayson into the corner. A little bit of battle here in the corner. Hard to see. Let's see if we can squeeze in a little bit closer. Colton's out now for Hayden on D. Arapahoe picks it up, brings it in. Dumps it down deep, goes back behind the net. Picked up by Parker. Parker gets it to Colton. Colton flipping it past that Arapahoe guy. Sends it back over. Picked up by the D. D trying to clear it out. Mikey gets it out. Gets it out, cleared, and offside call. All right, coming out. We got Ian, Eli, and Brock. Cam and Hayden. Brock with the face-off. Brock with the face-off win. Pushes it past Arapahoe, gets it down. Eli's chasing after it. Arapahoe picks it up still, brings it into the zone, takes a shot. Robbie pushes it off to the side. Back up to Arapahoe's D. Intercepted by Ian. Back to Eli. Brock's with him. Eli's coming in. Eli makes a shot. Goal! No goal. He hit the post with a shot. Nice little work from Brock there, doing a little bit of poke check. Eli trying to get it up over, intercepted by Arapahoe. Ian does a nice little pushover, interrupting that. So does Eli. We got Hayden and Cam on D, waiting for it to come back. Eli clears it out. J-Ray coming in now. Arapahoe coming in. Hayden with a nice stop. Shot on Robbie. Had a little bit of a collision here in front of us. No icing. J-Ray's chasing after it. Out comes Fergie and Dean with Aiden and Colton, and we have a penalty coming up. And I'm not sure on who. J-Ray. Looks like it's J-Ray. No, it's on Arapahoe. We're going on a power play, folks. All right, coming out. We got Colton, Grayson, Riker, Mikey, and Dean. Colton keeps it in. Just barely. A little nerve-wracking. He's holding on to it. He's a shot. Trying to get it over to Riker. Pops out. We're not going to have icing. Colton gets to it instead. Holds on to it. Makes a pass over to Grayson. Then to Dean. Back over. Dean picks it up. He's behind the mystery wall. Dean holds on to it. Gets it in that kid's skates. Whips around him. But Arapahoe takes it and clears it out of their zone. It's all right. Colton has it. Gets it back over to Grayson. Grayson holding on to it. Grayson with the pass over to Mikey. Mikey trying to get a pass over to Grayson. And puck pops out. That's okay. Resetting. We have 1:11 left in our power play. Back to Colton. Colton says, I'm going to bring it in. And he does. Brings it in. Makes a shot. Hits the post. Man, these boys, if we were playing the post game, we'd be winning. We're going to have icing, and we are. All right, fun fact for everybody. This is our last home game of the season. Not our last game of the season, just our last home game. We have a couple of tournaments coming up. Next week, we start on Friday. We'll be playing in Littleton. We're excited. President's Day week, or is it President's Day next weekend? Yes, it is. All right, Brock with the face-off, getting it over to Fergie, J-Ray. Hayden and Cam on D. Picked up by Arapahoe. Arapahoe clears it out. Takes it in. And icing. 43 seconds left. J-Ray is going to take this face off. No, Brock is taking the face off. Zoom in a little bit for you folks. Face off win, back to Cam. Cam making a shot, gets deflected by the D. Sent over. Fergie's pinned up against the boards. Brock trying to get it back over to Fergie. J-Ray's waiting in front. Puck goes up to the side. Cam with the pass over to Hayden. Hayden trying to make a shot. Arapahoe's skate gets in there. We have Hayden and Cam doing some beautiful back checking here. Pass over. Picked up. Try to clear it out. Fergie gets poke checked. Not able to. Hayden and J-Ray doing some pressure there. Brock picks it up, gets it over to Fergie, gets popped out. Brock's up against the boards. Arapahoe brings it back in, sends it in, picked up by Cam. Cam's trying to clear it out, picked up by Arapahoe. Trying to make a shot, still pushed to the side. He's going to go wrap. That was icing. Riker with a face-off. He's got Ian, Aiden, Eli, and I'm not sure who else. Parker. Had to wait for him to pop his head up. Popped out. Riker picks it up. Riker's still going after it. Eli comes in to help out. Goes across the ice. Arapahoe picks it up, resets, sends it back behind the net. Riker picks it up, gets sent up to Aiden. Aiden clears it out, gets it back into Riker. Riker with a shot that goes a little bit wide. Eli putting on some pressure. Puck goes back over to Ian. Ian holds on to it. Ian with a shot. Stopped and held by the goalie. All right, so we've got Parker out there with Aiden still. Out comes Grayson, Riker, and Mike. Grayson holds onto the pucks, trying to get it over to Mike. Gets held up by Arapahoe. Arapahoe clears it out, but Parker's doing some nice pressure, keeping it over to the side. They try to make a pass over across to the other forward, unable to. Some stuff's happening in the quarter we can't see. Puck goes up over Mike, trying to clear it out, gets stopped by Arapahoe's D. Grayson puts enough pressure on him that he whipped that shot towards Robbie, and Robbie says, "I'll hold it, thank you." He says, "Put it right here in my glove." Way to go, Robbie. Great save. All right, we're doing another line change. We got out coming Colton Hayden, Fergie, J-Ray, Dean. J-Ray with the face-off. 1:15 left in the first. Arapahoe with the face-off win. Oh, and Fergie has it. He's by himself. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here comes Fergie with a shot. Goal! All right, we're going to keep the same line out. Got a minute 5 left in the first period. J-Ray with the face-off. Puck goes back to Arapahoe's side. Arapahoe picks it up by their D. Sends it in. Colton chasing after it into the corner. Trying to clear it out. Goes back into the corner. Trying to clear it out. Arapahoe picks it. Poke check by J-Ray. Picked up by Fergie. Fergie trying to make a pass to Dean. Gets intercepted. Fergie gets the puck back. Holds on to it. Trying to make a backwards pass over to J-Ray. Dean picks it up. Dean with a shot. Gets stopped by the goalie. That puck was in. He just cleared it out of the crease. But they did not call it a goal. All right, coming out, we got Brock, Ian, Eli. We're going to keep out Hayden and Colton. 36 seconds left in that first period. Faceoff goes into the near corner. Gets sent back around. Picked up by Arapahoe, trying to clear it out. Ian says, "I'm going to pressure you," and he's going to get a penalty. Holding? My guess is that they're making fun of the parents for cheering. Brock with the face-off. Face-off win goes sent to this near side, picked up by Arapahoe, trying to send it around. And they do, and it goes up into the netting. I can see a stick. I don't know if you guys, can you see the stick? They're trying to get the puck out of the netting. Pretty cute. But they pulled an auxiliary puck from the scorekeeper, Mrs. Paula Wilcox. And Brock's gone back for the faceoff. Faceoff win by Arapahoe goes back to their D. Shot high into the right for us, left for Robbie. Parker with some nice pressure up against the board, sends it back up to their D. They send it down deep. Stopped by Brock. Shot on Robbie again. Cleared out by Cam and Robbie. And that's the end of the first. Adventurous, we'll say. All right, we have 1:37 left on our penalty kill when we come back for the second period. All right, as we're on a penalty kill, we only have 4 out there. So we have Riker, Mikey, Hayden, and Cameron. Robbie's still in net. Riker wins the face-off, but Arapahoe picks it up, sends it deep into our zone, picked up by Hayden. Hayden holding on to it, trying to get it around. Riker comes in, pokes, checks Arapahoe, and clears it out. We're waving off icing, so Arapahoe picks it up. Mikey is chasing after it. Picked up again by Arapahoe. They're holding on. Poke check by, I'm not sure who, but Cam came up to play forward and Riker dropped back as D. A little bit weird to see, but remember, Cam and Riker used to be D partners, and goal by Arapahoe. Keeping out Hayden and Cam. Grayson came out now since we're not on a penalty kill anymore, and we're keeping out Riker and Mikey. Sorry, I did a little bit of reminiscing there. Unfortunately, Arapahoe got a goal. They do a D-to-D pass. Send it up, but intercepted by Riker. Riker gets it through their feet. Oh. Popped out, goes back to Hayden. Hayden holding on to it. Trying to get it down to Grayson, intercepted by Arapahoe. Puck's there on the blue line. Gets popped out. Picked up by, oh no. Hayden has it, sends it to Grayson. Went a little bit far, gets dropped out. Cam with a pass to Grayson. Grayson holds on to it. Gets popped out again. Hayden chasing after it, so it's not just hanging there. Hayden with a pass to Mikey. Mikey holds on to it, flips it up to Grayson. Grayson has it. Sending it up. Eli's out for Riker. And offside call because of a line change. Dang it. All right, Fergie, J-Ray, Dean, Colton, and Aiden. .28 left in the second period. Scores 2-1 Rebels. Colton holds on to the puck, makes a pass up to Dean. Dean deflected it in, gets it into Arapahoe's zone. Chasing after it, picked up by their D. Trying to clear it out, but J-Ray's there. Aiden with a poke check, trying to clear it out. Arapahoe on a breakaway. Robbie's trying to stop. Robbie stops. No. Goal. Rally. All right, we got Brock taking the face-off. He's got Ian and Eli with him. Hayden and Parker on D. Puck goes back. Hayden sends it up to Ian. Ian holds on to it. Ian dekes around. Ian's got it. Ian with a shot. Gets deflected by their D. Puck goes right here in front. Eli chasing after it. Puck goes way high in the air. And Parker's able to keep it in. Gets it over to Eli. Gets cleaned out. Sorry. Just a little zoomed in there. Eli gets over into up against the boards. Ian dumps it in. Back over, back to Parker. Parker holding on to it. Parker's got a chance. Right in front. Back over. trying to clear it. Oh, J-Ray keeps it in. No, Ian keeps it in. I'm not sure where the puck is. Oh, it's right here. All right. Arapahoe makes a pass, gets sent in. Parker chasing it after it, takes it back behind the net, holds on to it, sends it up, gets it to Eli. Eli gets poke checked by Arapahoe, but the puck still gets cleared out. Then they dump it back in. Eli trying to kind of get that guy to pay attention to him instead of the puck. It worked. Ian has it in the corner, holding on to it. Hayden comes to help him out, but gets it over to Parker. Parker dropping it up, and Riker's out now for J-Ray. I think it was J-Ray that was out. Shot towards Robbie, goes back behind the net. Riker has a hold of it. Makes a pass over to Eli, but it gets deflected by Arapahoe. Arapahoe's D holds on to it. Does a little bit of pass back and forth. Puck goes deep into our zone again. Picked up by Arapahoe. Arapahoe sends it around, trying to get it to their D. Gets it to the D. D dekes around, pushed by Eli, trying to get him out, back over to the other D. Shot that goes too high and to the right. Riker has it. These boys are tired. Cleared out by Hayden. Offside call. Big offside. It's like that kid was sitting in our zone. Tell you what. It's all fun and games until you don't pay attention to where the puck is. But, all right, so we got Riker out here with Mikey Grayson, Cam, and Colton. 9:59 left in the second period. Riker with a face-off. Face-off win goes over. Cam gets it, clips it up over to Mikey. Mikey dumps it in. Grayson chasing after it. Puck goes around. And Riker comes in again. Grayson comes in. Puck goes back behind the net. Mikey's there. Cam tries to stop it. Gets right past him. Over to Colton. Colton dumps it in. No icing. Picked up by Arapahoe. Sent it over into the dark corner that we can't see. Fergie's out for Riker. Mikey picks it up. Trying to get it in front to Mikey. Back to Cam. Cam gets it. Oh, tries to get over to Grayson or Fergie. Bad pass. Colton with some nice pressure. Bad pass by Arapahoe. Puck gets sent up to Fergie. Fergie up over to Mikey. Enough pressure by Arapahoe that they poke it out of Mikey's hands, and then they purposefully put it in the net. That should be a penalty, but in this day and age, who knows? J-Ray, Dean, and Fergie out on our forward line. We got Aiden and Hayden as our D. I'm gonna have to call him Davis and Floria. Floria does a nice little poke check, gets it over to J-Ray. Not sure what happened. Oh, it looks like Aiden and Floria's going in the box. Let's see what the call is. But J-Ray with the face-off. So just to remind you, we got Hayden, Fergie, J-Ray, and Dean out there. Face-off win by Arapahoe. Shot towards Robbie. Robbie stops it. All right, we're going to redo. Off to Robbie's right. J-Ray again. Arapahoe with the face-off, win back to their D. Shot towards Robbie. Robbie clears it and covers it. Not clears it, sorry. Catches it and covers it. All right, coming out, we got Parker coming out for Hayden. No. Dean. Not sure who was coming up. Arapahoe with the face-off when they send it back into the corner. J-Ray chasing after it. Shot, or not a shot, a pass. Stopped by Parker. Shot towards Robbie. Robbie stops it and covers it. 141 left in the penalty kill. Robbie's getting worked. Fergie picks it up after the shot towards Robbie, and he pushes it off to the side. Drops it back to J. Ray. Beautiful pass. J. Ray with a shot towards the net, and it was loose. And honestly, that Arapahoe kid looked like he was trying to score in his own goal. All right. This line is working, so coach is not making them do a line change. J. Ray again. Face-off win over to Fergie. Gets kicked out by Arapahoe. Oh. A little bit shot. Save Robbie! Save Robbie! They try to do a little bit of a rebound shot. Robbie saved it again. Back over to their D. They send it down deep again. Hayden putting on some pressure. Gets the puck back over in the corner again. Picked up by Parker. Back to Arapahoe, shot towards Robbie. Robbie stops it, back to Arapahoe to their D. Fergie chasing it. Goes back into the corner. Back, shot. He had a whole lot of time to make that shot. Cleared out. We're going to get icing. No, they're waving it off. Oh, no, they're not. That guy showed that he was waving it off. I don't know. All right, we're doing a goalie change. Sawyer's coming out for Robbie. Robbie needs to drink some water because he's been working his behind off. All right, coming out, we got Brock, Ian. Let's see, Brock and Ian. Cam, Colton. Got it. 40 seconds left of our penalty kill. Brock with the face-off. Arapahoe with the face-off win, goes back to their D. Tries to make a pass, whiffs it, sends it down, picked up by Colton. Colton holds on to it, takes it back behind the net. Trying to clear it up, but Arapahoe gets a hold of it. Brock is waiting for Colton to clear it out. Brock comes in, does a little bit of poking, back to their D. Shot that goes into the netting. Arapahoe likes to shoot them high. Needs to get another puck. No? Not sure what's happening. Oh, there we go. Here comes the third puck of the game. 17 seconds left in our penalty kill. Brock with the face-off. Arapahoe picks it up, sends it back to their D. D trying to make a shot. Sawyer stops it, holds it. Beautiful. Let's do it again with the face-off by Brock. Brock sends it. Cam takes it, clears it up the boards, gets it to Ian. Kid tried to stop Ian. Ian just stood there and said, try it. Racing. Woo! All right, so we got Riker, Grayson, Mikey out. Parker and Hayden. Davis on D. Arapahoe holds on to it from the D, makes a shot towards Sawyer. Sawyer stops it. Just puts it in his glove. All right. Face-off win by Arapahoe. They send it back to their D. We got pressure from Riker up against the boards here. Mikey's waiting for it to pop out. Arapahoe holds on to it, makes a shot. That's two Sawyer's left. Back into the corner. Parker picks it up and holds on to it, trying to get it up to Mikey. Gets intercepted by Arapahoe's shot, but gets deflected by Parker's skate. Cleared out by Hayden, and we're going to have icing. right, so we got Aiden, Cam, Riker, Mikey, Grayson, Still, Sawyer. D2D pass by Arapahoe. They dump it down, trying to get picked up, but Mikey grabs it instead, and Mikey holds on to it. Mike's got it, does a pass over to Grayson. Grayson gets poke checked, and it gets sent over to the side instead. Arapahoe takes it back behind the net, trying to clear it up, but Grayson comes in. Aiden keeps it in, gets it over to Riker, back to Mikey. Aiden keeps it down deep instead. Shot! Over to Aiden, to Cam. Shot! No. No! Goal! I think that was Riker. Off of Cam. All right, so we got J-Ray, Fergie, Dean, Colton, and Hayden. Face-off win by J-Ray. Gets it over to Fergie. Fergie, like, wraps around, kind of, like, just pushes that guy the way that he wanted to go. Arapahoe picks it up and said, poke check by Fergie. Fergie holds on to it. Poke check by Arapahoe. They take possession back. J-Ray putting on some pressure, gets sent back. Hayden got it, has it. Sorry, that was terrible pronunciation, grammar. Dean gets it to Colton. Colton gets it up to Fergie. Intercepted by Arapahoe. Gets back over to Colton. Colton sends it across the boards, or across the ice to the far boards. And Arapahoe has possession in their zone, but we have enough pressure by Dean and J-Ray that they have to do some resetting. Pops out. Back over to Arapahoe. Arapahoe walks in, shot, goal. Like, walked in, goal. All right, so we got Aiden and Parker out here with Eli, Brock, and Ian. Ian is taking the face off. Not sure who we're waving to, but hi. Eli with a shot goes off to the side. That's fun. Love when you guys get to see your family members in the stands with us. All right, picked up by Parker. Parker sends it back up over to Brock. Back to Ian. Ian and Eli coming in. Ian has it, trying to get it over to Eli in front. Wraps around. Brock has it. Shot by Eli. Picked up by Ian again. Ian comes back with possession. No, Arapahoe does. It's number 18. He's a big kid. Aiden with some pressure, shot. Doesn't make it. Gets in front. Aiden interrupts that. Picked up by Ian. Ian comes in. Goes into the far corner. Eli's coming to help him out. Arapahoe sends it back the other way. They make a pass. Riker's out, playing D, helping Aiden out. Aiden with a nice hit there. Picked up by Arapahoe. Riker does some nice pressure. Doesn't let them get that shot off. Riker trying to clear it out. Gets it up to Mikey. Back to Riker. Riker has it. Deeks around, gets poke checked. Back behind the net, goes around the corner. Up to Cameron. Cameron with it. Sends it deep into the corner again, gets it over to Grayson. Grayson trying to get it to Mikey, but it gets intercepted. Picked up by Arapahoe. Arapahoe coming in. Pressure off to the side. Not able to get a shot off. Goes back around behind the net. And Hayden sends it. Offside call. Love it. 2:09 left in the second period. Score is 3-3. We're going to do the center ice face-off. Out comes Dean, Fergie, and J-Ray. We're going to keep Hayden and Cam on D. Sawyer's still in net. Kind of a stalemate on that face-off, but Fergie gets it into the zone. Dean's waiting for it to come to him, but it gets cleared out. Arapahoe dumps it deep into our zone. Cam chasing after it. Picks it up, sends it around the boards. Trying to get it cleared out, and he gets it to Dean, who drops it back to J-Ray. J. Ray has it. He's got Fergie and Dean with him. J. Ray gets pushed into the side. To Dean to shot. Oh, just high. As Dean's mom says, do it again. Let's try it again. Let's get ahead. Back to J. Ray, back behind the net. Arapahoe's putting on some pressure. They send it up. Gets it to the point. They clear it out. We're going to have icing. No, we're not. Gets held up against the boards. Cam comes, picks it up. Trying to drop it back. Gets it to Fergie. Fergie sending it around to the other side. Picked up by Cam. Cam trying to clear it out. D keeps it in. Cam chipping it up the boards. Clears it out. We're not going to have icing because it's stalling. Looks like the ice is a little bit slushy. Arapahoe coming in. Cam trying to make a stop. Shot. Stopped. Saved by Sawyer. He is not moving. Don't blame him. All right, coming out. Whoops, sorry. Coming out, we got Ian, Colton, Parker, Eli, and Brock. Ian taking the face-off on that one. Brock picks it up, chips it out of the zone, gets elbowed in the face. What an offside call. Thank goodness our players are wearing face masks. All right, Ian with face-off again. Face-off win by Rebels. Eli just shoved that kid down, and that was like blatant. He's going in the box. And Hayden with Ian and Brock. Puck goes up to their D to D pass, making a shot. Stopped by their own player. Shot towards, cleared out by Aiden. Back to the D, shot again. Sawyer pushes it off to the side, just enough that not a goal. 28 seconds left in the period, goes up, shot, stopped by Sawyer. Back up over to Brock in the corner. Brock sends it to Aiden. Aiden trying to clear it out, gets stopped by their D, shot, whiffed, back over, sends it into the corner again. Arapahoe picks it up, sends it up, gets up to their big D man, D to D pass, coming around, trying to make the shot, stop, saved by Sawyer, save, whistle it, goal. Come on! You have got to be kidding me. I have to mute myself because I have some choice words to say. Ian with the face-off with Brock and Eli, Parker and Cam on D. Kind of a stalemate, and that's the end of the second. All right, we're back at it. We got Riker, Mikey, Grayson as our front line here. We got Parker and Cam on D, Sawyer in net. and stalemate, but Riker drops it back. Intercepted by Arapahoe. They bring it in, send it down into the corner. Cam takes it, chips it up, trying to get it to Riker. Back to Cam in the corner. Back up, trying to get it to Grayson. Riker is able. Oh, Riker's trying to get some pressure. Pressure back over. They've got a guy coming in front. Riker drops down in front of the net to help out Parker and Cam. Clear it out, trying to clear it out. Shot, it goes high. Oh, they deflected it. Luckily, it was just on the outside, able to clear out. Grayson comes in, trying to clear it out. Back over to Mikey. Mikey clears it out. Whew, that was a whole lot of work. All right, Arapahoe sends it in, sends it towards Sawyer. Sawyer stops it and covers it.
Good call, ref!
What is going on with these refs? I'm not even going to say anything. All right, we got a whole new line coming out. We got Dean, Fergie, Hayden, Colton, and J-Ray. 13:09 left in the game. Arapahoe up 4-3. J-Ray with a face-off win, but Arapahoe picks it up, sends it back to their D. Shot that goes high into the right, up to the boards. Dean trying to clear it out, but stopped by Arapahoe's shot that looked like it was going in, but optical illusion cleared out. Dean was able to get his stick on it, but they're still going to call icing. I think these refs need my glasses. I am wearing reading glasses. Maybe that'll help them. I don't know. But I tell you what, it's an interesting game. J-Ray with face-off again. Arapahoe with a pat, with trying to make a shot off the face-off, but Hayden cleared it out. Trying to get it cleared out again. Back over in front, shot towards, Sawyer with a beautiful save. Puck goes up into the neutral zone. Colton with a pass over to Hayden. Hayden with a pass up over to Dean. Dean holds on to it. Gets it over to J-Ray. J-Ray gets stopped. Puck is at his feet. And please don't get a penalty, J-Ray. Ian is out. Puck goes back behind the net. Colton has it. Brock's out. Colton's bringing it in. He's digging around. Let's go. Shot. Oh. God, I thought that was going in. Eli. Brock has it. Gets pushed off into the corner. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Eli has it to Ian. Ian with a shot. Oh. Gets pushed off over into the corner. Ian holds it on to it again. Ian gets his stick on there. Back over to Arapahoe. Back to Ian. Ian gets sent down. Eli gets sat down. Arapahoe holds on to it. Makes a pass. Goes beyond his stick. Picked up by Aiden. Aiden holds on to it. Trying to get it over to Ian. Arapahoe keeps it in. Back over to Aiden. Aiden sending it back over up the boards. Stopped by Arapahoe. Back into the corner. Ian's coming in to help Aiden out. Oh, we're just getting chippy here, boys. Back up over to their D. Gets popped out. Brock's coming in. Brock chasing after it. Arapahoe brings it back in. Back to Cam. Cam clears it. We're going to have icing. Oh, no, they waved it off. Out comes Mikey. He wants it. Grayson's with him. Riker's with him. Grayson holds on to it. Grayson getting it over to... in front. Oh, back to Parker. Parker with a shot. Oh, gets pushed off to the side. Parker and Hayden on D. Arapahoe brings it in. Pressure from Hayden and Parker, unable to make the full shot. Arapahoe comes in, makes another shot, deflected by a Rebels player. Shot that goes off to Sawyer's right. Puck up against the boards. Hayden going in front. I thought that he had the puck, but it's hard because you can't see with that corner. All right, Arapahoe's number 18, the big guy. Offside call. Riker with a face-off. Sends it deep. Arapahoe chasing after it, so is Grayson. Grayson's coming in. Puts some nice pressure, makes them stop and reverse. They're coming in, they send it across to their cherry picker. And that was an offside call. Very blatant. All right, coming out, we got Fergie, J-Ray, and Dean. Colton and Cam. J-Ray with face-off. 9:57 left in the game. J-Ray sends it back over to Fergie. Fergie with a pass to Colton. Colton with a pass to Cam. Cam with a pass to Dean. Beautiful passing, boys. Arapahoe intercepts it, poke checks. Takes it back. Dean is chasing him down. Putting on some pressure. Oh! J-Ray and Cam just smoked that kid. To send it up. Colton's waiting at the point. Gets around. Cleared out. Cameron was out of position. Sorry, Cam, not Cameron. He doesn't like how I say it. They make a pass across to J-Ray. Puck goes into the near corner. Colton with some pressure. Colton clearing it out. Up to Dean. Dean holds on. Dean dumps it in. We're going to have a big line change with everybody. Out comes Brock, Aiden, Parker, Ian, and Eli. Brock and Eli up against the board. Ian trying to get it back over to Brock. Brock dumps it in deep. Arapahoe coming into the neutral zone, sends it up. Aiden able to clear it back out. Beautiful work there, Aiden. Back to Arapahoe, though. Brock's chasing after. Arapahoe dekes around Eli. Poke checked by Aiden. They make a shot, goes high. Up to their D. Eli has his skates on it. Back up over to Ian. Gets sent into Arapahoe territory. Out comes Riker and Grayson. Ian staying out with Aiden and Parker. Picked up by Grayson up against the boards into the corner. Grayson trying to get it to Riker, who's right in front. He keeps getting pushed. Riker gets shoved from behind back over to Arapahoe. Aiden keeps it in. Oh, yes, Riker keeps it in too. Nope, offside. Darn it. Just a smidge. Mikey's coming out. So is Hayden and Cam. 7:46 left in the game. Riker with the face-off. Flynn gets it over to Hayden. Hayden with the pass over to Cam. Cam holds on to it. Cam dumps it in. Grayson chasing after it. We've got Mikey coming and Riker waiting in front. Grayson and Mikey back behind the net. Grayson trying to make it up to Riker. Cam makes a shot. Oh my gosh. Deflected by Riker. Back to Riker with another shot. Oh, pushed off to the side. Puck is in the corner. They send it around. Cam with some nice pressure, but he was worried too much about the kid and not where the puck was. That's all right. Hayden trying to clear it out with Riker's help. Fergie's out for Grayson. Puck goes into the corner. Up the boards to Fergie! Fergie has it! Fergie has it. He's got it. Come around. Help him. Fergie still has it with a shot! Oh! Push off to the side. Dang it. Hayden keeps it in the zone. Back over to Arapahoe. They clear it out. Gets cleared out. A little confusing that Mikey was making that line change. Arapahoe thought that he was stopping it. Back to Arapahoe. And it's cleared out again. Dean was asking for the puck, but it just didn't make it to him, unfortunately. J-Ray's out with Fergie. Hayden and Cam need to get off the ice. They've been out for a long time. All right, puck is there. Shot by Arapahoe. They're trying to wrap it around. Shot. Stopped by Sawyer again. Cam clearing it back behind the net. Back to Arapahoe. They're trying to come. Pressure from Hayden. It goes back up to Arapahoe's D. Making a shot, but it doesn't make it successfully. Trying to clear it out. 6 minutes. Hayden has it. Hayden clears it up to Dean. Dean sends it down deep. And J-Ray chasing after it. Out comes Colton and Parker. Colton going up against the boards. Nice little pressure there. Eli's out now. Drops it back to Brock. Eli says, hello, I'm going to stop you right here. Brock trying to get it up to Colton or J-Ray. Ian's out now. Arapahoe has it. Sends it back over to Eli. Back to Parker. Parker with a shot. Oh, just goes to the side. 5:17 left in the game. Puck gets cleared. Colton chasing after it. Waved off icing. Colton picks it up. He's got time and space. Pass to Brock. Brock dumps it in. Eli's coming after it. Arapahoe is trying to clear it out, but they keep it in themselves. Brock keeps it in again. Colton chasing after it. We've got Ian and Parker waiting for the puck. Riker comes out. Dumps it into the corner again. Grayson has it. Trying to make that pass over to Riker. Riker gets shoved out of the way. Back to Parker. Parker with a shot. Oh, it gets pushed off to the side. Ian holds on to it. Trying to reset. Gets it to Grayson. Grayson with a shot. Oh, right in front. Right in front. Goal! Goal, 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 goal. Riker! All right, 4:27 left in the game. All right, so we still have Parker and Aiden. Mikey's out now, so we got Riker, Mikey, Grayson. Puck gets into the neutral zone, picked up by Arapahoe. Poke check by Parker. Gets dropped back to Mikey. Mikey trying to get it up to Grayson. Back to Parker. Parker holding on to it, trying to make a good pass over to Riker. Gets intercepted by Arapahoe. In comes Grayson, putting on some pressure, pushing it up against the boards. Puck gets popped out. Arapahoe's coming in. Aiden with some pressure pushes it off to the side. Puck goes towards Sawyer, but it wasn't a shot, so he just pushes it back into the corner. Picked up by Arapahoe's D. Shot. Glove saved by Sawyer. All right, so we got Cam and Hayden coming out on D. We got Fergie, J-Ray, and Dean coming out. J-Ray with face-off. And some nice pressure up against the boards there. Puck in the corner. Arapahoe trying to make a shot. They drop it back to their D. Shot towards, stopped by Cam. Cam gets it over to Hayden. Hayden trying to clear it out, and it gets cleared out. Fergie is putting some pressure. Back over. Hayden with a nice pass to Dean. Oh my God, that was beautiful. Dean holds onto it, stops, reverses. Trying to get it over to J-Ray. Shot! Okay. Where's the penalty ref? All right, no penalty. We got Ian with a face-off over to Eli and Brock. Hayden and Cam still. Breakaway by Arapahoe. Cam with some nice pressure. Saved by Sawyer! Oh my God! That was beautiful. It was great. Our goalies are on fire today. Brock trying to clear it out. Hayden has it, trying to clear it out. Hayden gets it up to Eli. Ian putting on some pressure. Oh, Cam. Shot goes high and into the net. Woo. Cam tried to stop that, got moved around. That's all right. All right, out comes Colton and Parker. No, Colton and Aiden. Riker, Mike, and Grayson. That's our fourth puck. Riker with face-off. Ref does not like positioning. Riker with a beautiful face-off win. Sends it back. Grayson trying to get it. Colton picks it up. Picked up by Arapahoe. They send it up to their D. How is that not offside? God, these refs suck. Cleared out. They're waving off icing. Grayson and Mikey coming after this kid. Back up to Riker. Gets popped out. Colton picks it up, sends it over to Aiden. Aiden trying to clear it out. He does. Gets it over to Riker. Gets pushed in by Arapahoe. Grayson clears it out, gets it to Mikey. Mikey gets they just were all over him. Shot towards Sawyer. Sawyer takes it and says, giving my guys a break. 1:45 left in the game. Score is 4-4. Out comes Hayden and Parker, Fergie, Dean, and J-Ray. J-Ray taking the face off. Shot. Saved by Sawyer. Fergie picks it up, drops it to Parker. Parker drops it to Fergie. Fergie trying to get it to Dean. Arapahoe's skates get in the way. Back to Hayden. Hayden keeps it out of the zone. Trying to pick it up by Fergie. Gets sent around, but they dump it back into our zone. Parker has it. Gets it up to Fergie. Fergie, I don't know what's happening to Fergie. We're going to say that he's doing some beautiful work, and he did. J-Ray has it. J-Ray with some big pressure. Dean picks it up offside. Dean, you could tell he was trying to stop, but just had too much momentum. All right, coming out, we got Cam and Colton. Eli, Ian, and Brock. Ian with the face-off. Puck goes into Arapahoe's zone, down into the far corner, sent around the boards. Arapahoe picks it up, but Colton's there. Colton has it, brings it around, trying to clear it out, but gets stopped by Arapahoe. Arapahoe with a shot. Riker with a face off to Grayson. Mikey. Hayden and Aiden. Davis and Floria. Hayden trying to get it back down into Riker. Gets sent around. Grayson has it. Grayson trying to wrap it around. Shot. Still loose. Goalie covers it. Sawyer's coming out. So we're going to have 6 on the ice. 30 seconds left. This makes me nervous. All right, coming out. Colton, Dean, Aiden, Riker, Mikey, Grayson. Puck shot by Dean, stopped and saved. What the hell? This kid goes after Grayson in front of the net? Grayson being the calm, cool, collected kid that he is. All right, swap out Aiden for Cam. Back to Riker. Riker back over to Dean. Dean sending it over to Cam. Cam has it. Cam with a shot. Oh, Cam just got smoked. Empty net goal. Riker with the face-off. Gets into Arapahoe. Gets into Arapahoe's zone. Arapahoe sends it around. Cam with the puck with a pass to Colton. Colton trying to get it out. Gets it to Riker. 3 seconds left. Gets it over to Mike. And that's game. All right, our next game is going to be next Friday morning, Friday the 13th at 9 a.m. We'll see you guys then.